Hey guys, and welcome back. We took a couple days off so that we could get our pediatric toy fundraiser a little bit better organized. It was amazing. You guys came out in full effect. It ended up being significantly bigger than we anticipated. So instead of working on siding the exterior of our house last week, we worked on the fundraiser because of course that takes priority. In the next couple of weeks, we will be packaging all of that up, taking you guys with us to drop it off. But for today, we're getting back to work.
That's right, back to work, which means we're going to be working on the exterior of our home since we're being blessed with some beautiful blue skies here today. It's been really cold in the overnight hours as of late. We've been getting a lot of rain. Things are back to being muddy once again, which is the first time that's happened since spring.
Yeah.
But we do need to take advantage of the weather, and we're going to continue on with getting the exterior portion of our home buttoned up with our Everlog siding.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to continue with work on the back side of the house. But before we do that, we've been talking about some of our interior appliances, just planning for the future and what our kitchen's going to look like. So before we actually get any siding put up on the wall, we have some other things to get buttoned up first. Let's take care of that.
All right.
If you're wondering why Melissa is waddling her way back into the house like a duck, it's because of the mud, like I just mentioned here a second ago. You see the bottom of your shoes. So even though we put all this rock and gravel down outside, now we're getting some almond roca patties that are building up on the bottom of our shoes, which is no fun, but we'll make do. You look like one of our cats getting out of the litter box.
You're one of those little dogs.
I hate this mud. It'll be so nice once everything's finished out here, a nice clean finished surface. I just swept the floor in here too. We're gonna track all this mud and gravel in.
Yeah. Oh, use me, Jeremy.
I don't want to track it everywhere. At least we
Welcome to the back wall of our kitchen.
Our eventual kitchen. And it's kind of a mess right now, but eventually it'll look like a kitchen.
It'll be the back wall of our kitchen. So very exciting. We do have some appliances that will be along this back wall, including a propane stove. So we are going to be doing a hood venting system with the propane stove, and then the vent will run along the pantry ceiling and out the back wall.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can make that work. We don't have the option of going up because we have this little loft space, even though it's not actually going to be a loft, it's just kind of an open space. Right. So we're going to go horizontal out the back wall. So for getting this whole thing kind of plotted out, we're going to drill a pilot hole through the actual back exterior wall, get our block set over that. The hole will just serve as a guideline, and then once the block is in place, we can work around it with our Everlog siding.
Right.
No more holes, no big holes, just a small pilot hole.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to create more holes since we just got dried in. So
we have too many holes.
Yeah, we're just going to be doing the block. That's it.
No more holes.
No more holes.
Right, let's figure out where we need to drill this pilot hole. So the ductwork we're going to be using for our vented hood is 6 inches in diameter. 6 inches, my face is cold, in diameter. We have 5.5-inch ceiling joists we're going to try to take advantage of. We're going to be running it through basically this cavity that you see here. Down the road, when we get our final install completed, we're going to have to do some additional framing and build up just to make sure we have enough space for that ductwork. But we kind of know we want it run roughly in this area here. So we're going to measure a 3-inch radius, pick our spot, get that drilled out, and then we'll go outside and get started with our siding. Up here, top right, are we sure before I drill this hole?
Before you make our home not dried in
I know
again.
it's not going to be perfectly centered, but we have this stud in the way.
Yeah, as long as the hood over the stove in the kitchen is dead center.
Yeah, that'll be centered, but we're going to have a small little angle.
For the
to
venting?
make up that, yeah.
Okay, well, it's through the ceiling of the pantry. I think that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Agreement. To the boneyard to find a block. Our pile's gotten really big.
Time to have fire.
I think it's time for a bonfire. Yeah. You find something?
Should work. It's a little wet, but it'll dry out.
Don't we need 2 pieces?
No, we're going to put OSB on the backside to build it up. Gonna paint that for me? Well, how are you so dirty?
I don't know.
You haven't done anything yet.
Why are you so dirty?
Can you paint them black?
You got it, boss.
So like to hear it. Thanks, Mom.
I'm the boss.
That's some top-notch work. Have you done this before?
Yeah.
I can tell.
You find your hole?
Got it.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Okay, we got our block put up on the back side of the wall. You can see it right here. It is in really close proximity to the windows, which is kind of throwing us off because we're not used to it. And what we are also noticing is what?
That the back of our house looks like a face.
It now looks like a face. So use your imagination, picture those eyes as kind of like squinty eyes, and now we have a little nose in there.
And smile lines.
Fortunately, all this is on the back side of the house. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just something that we noticed.
I think it's cute. It's like our house smiles at us as we come up the driveway.
It's like a big jack-o'-lantern.
With the house's nose in place, we are going to get back to work on our Everlog siding. Up the wall we go.
Oh, that's a heavy foot.
I wonder if our lives are written down.
Good.
If every day we live, we read aloud. With choices we would make, with risks we would or wouldn't take. Oh, if our lives are written down. I wonder if we'd lose our boundaries. Would money lose its grip of slavery? Somehow the poorest days I've known, I was living blissfully. Oh, so money, you can't have your hold on me.
Well, Jeremy plays archaeologist back there and cleans up that piece so we can stick it up by the window. I wanted to answer two questions that we've been commonly asked about the Everlog siding. One is, how does the bottom board attach? Well, so with the horizontal lap siding, we just screw into the flange, and then the bottom piece, or I guess the top piece, sits over that flange, covers up the screws, but you don't actually screw the bottom section in. It's just lap siding. It just rests on the below piece. The second question was if we need to seal up all of the cracks and joints, like the butt joints where two different pieces meet. Yes, we will be using caulking for all of the butt joints, and for the corners where they meet the siding and the corner trim, we will be actually using chinking for that to make sure that's really nice and sealed. And then we'll be using some backer bead, or maybe even some foam for any cracks that are larger than about 1/8 of an inch, and then caulking or chinking over that. So all of the seams will be covered up. We should not be getting any moisture back behind the siding.
We don't always see it coming. Life is only but a flash. You know you gotta live for something if you're gonna make it last. I'm not one to judge the layman.
Well, we got a couple more rows higher, which is always good. We got all of our blocking done, but we've got about an hour of sunlight left. We've got some really, really short days here in the fall, and it's supposed to be in the low 20s tonight. So I need to go wrestle the horses and see if I can get their blankets on. Lexon thinks it's pretty scary, but he has let us put it on twice. Coda is horrified of the idea of it getting within 5 feet of him. So I'm not sure that we're gonna successfully get his blanket on, but
You can do this by yourself. I want to see you wrestle Lexon.
no, I definitely won't be actually.
Can we make it like mud wrestling? If I get a little puddle going?
I'm pretty sure all that would happen is he would take off and I would just be like.
If our lives were written down,
Oh boy. Oh, good boy.
what kind of person would you?
Coda was not having it last time.
Whoa.
Would you write a better story?
Very Eddie Bauer.
Looking dapper out here.
I want to take a second to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. We first discovered Skillshare about a year ago when we were gearing up for our first homeschool year out here. I wanted a place where the kids could go and discover all kinds of different skills and things that they were interested in, but that I also knew would be a safe space. But as we started diving into Skillshare, I discovered that I was really interested in a lot of the classes too, and it's actually been a wonderful learning resource for all of us. So what is Skillshare exactly? Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning that there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. I try to encourage everyone in the family to pick one class to take each week. Our two oldest are currently taking Learning Guitar, the Complete Beginner's Guide by Mark Barnacle. It's been a great way for Nevaeh to learn some new songs and perfect for Kaimani to start with the basic chords and strumming patterns. We've discovered and enjoyed classes from gardening to baking, photography, film editing, even finance. There's pretty much something on there for everybody. And most of the classes are under 60 minutes, and it's broken up into small little lessons, so it fits every crazy schedule and anyone's lifestyle. The first 1,000 of our subscribers that click the link down in the description below will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. It is a very cold and crisp autumn morning. Hopefully the horses enjoyed their blankets last night. I'm really grateful they allowed us to put those on because they would have been pretty cold without them. So Jeremy is already outside working. There were some small sections he could do without my help. Now our goal is to get as high as we possibly can on that back wall with ladders, and then we will do that all the way around the house. Then once we just have the gable ends, we will rent a lift one time and then knock out all the gable ends. So if you want to know why we're stopping 3/4 of the way up the back wall, that is why. It's going to require a lift. So today we get back to work. We knock out as much as we possibly can. What is this standing around?
Just gazing, I'm admiring.
Admiring your work?
Welcome outside.
Thank you. What have you gotten done?
We got that tiny little space between our corner trim and the bathroom window completed. Small little shortcuts, little tiny sections, so that looks good. And now we can pick up where we left off yesterday.
All right.
Ready to go?
I am.
You warm?
I have a lot of layers on.
More or less than 7.
Well, one of them is plugged in and heated.
Ooh, you
So-
look like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
I feel warm.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
This ladder's a mess. There's so much mud on every step. You gotta be careful. It's slick.
I'm gonna fall. Or I'm gonna bring back the mud butt.
Oh, it's mud butt season again.
It's icy. It's frozen to it. Oh.
Man, this piece really is frosty. Holy cow.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Careful.
Gonna make it.
Watch the wall.
Gonna make it. Gonna make it.
Good?
I made it.
Can you take up more?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't knock me off the ladder.
You have to come toward me. Touch. Toward me. Toward me. Yep. Squish.
I don't even know where to grab anymore.
Squish. Splat. Got it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
A bird pooped on this piece.
Oh well. Take her down. Sorry, Mom.
Take two. I brought our children's Halloween candy out.
You're a thief.
It's taxation.
You're a thief.
Would you like a Snickers?
All right, now. A Snickers this time of day?
It's got peanuts. That's basically a protein.
It's a legume. Oh, I can't even eat a Snickers. Is that your breakfast?
No, it's my mid-morning snack.
Come on.
Snack belt choice of the day is my children's Halloween candy. Now I know what you guys are thinking. It's really mean to steal your kids' candy. Don't lie. Don't pretend that you're not eating your children's Halloween candy.
Just you.
Every parent eats up the Snickers, the Reese's. They always try to give us the stuff they don't like Almond Joys, Tootsie Rolls. We want the good stuff.
I'm terribly disappointed in you right now. You're better than that.
I got more.
So we come to a spot in the wall. We're gonna have to cut a notch out with our next plank that we set up here. What we've decided to do is to cut this piece a little short because the notch will actually take up the majority of the plank and leave us with the flange and very little material past that. So being that this is concrete, things can kind of snap and become somewhat fragile when you put a massive notch into it. So our joint will be here. We'll cut it short. Not too worried about moisture issues above the window or anything like that because we do have this overhang. I think that'll work out well. So we'll get that cut and hopefully this piece doesn't crumble and break on us. All right, so we got that piece up, worked out well. We're gonna move on and do the other side. Oh, look at that difference in the...
Well, we got the second piece up there and the flanges just are not lining up. It just didn't look right. So Jeremy is recutting the pieces. Well, he's now taking the pieces down and then doing one single piece. Hopefully that'll fit more like a little picture frame right over the top. Looks like he's done. I'm gonna go see if it fits. One time.
I'd love for that to be the case. I don't know that that's gonna play out though.
It's hard to cut a single piece because it has to fit in so many different places.
Oh, my gap is really tall on top. Really tall.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna try to caulk it or are you gonna recut it?
No, the gap here is too big. It's bigger than I want it to be. So we'll take it down. A little frustrated right now, but we'll use this piece as a guide and then we'll make sure that our notch cut isn't so deep on the next one. We just have, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch up here. We could caulk it, backer beat it. I just would prefer for it to be done right the first time, have everything nice and tight. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
Third time's a charm.
Let's hope so.
So yeah, this is just part of, I think, what is just taking us a little bit longer than we anticipated. Going around windows has been a challenge because these pieces sometimes are, some are thicker than others, and that's what gives it that realistic look. But to get them to line up perfectly around windows, your cuts have to be perfect. And I think for someone who's experienced, I mean, whether it's tile cutting or siding a home or anything like that, it's really easy. And then I think for those of us that are doing it for the first time, it's just challenging like everything else has been challenging.
You know what I think the biggest problem is? I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what I just said. When you don't know what you're doing, you can do it. It just takes longer. You have to be patient and you have to not get angry when you make a bad cut and you have to start over. So we're going to do that.
Regroup.
It's going to be perfect this time.
Bring the money home to you. I will
good. Then I'm happy. We got it up. We are going to continue down the road. Hopefully we can make some faster progress now.
So she has to go way up and over.
It's what you do with it, how you do it now.
Good?
Yeah.
Going all in and I'm starting right now.
You holding up?
I'm doing great over here. How are you holding up?
Oh. Okay. Sure you're good?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah. I'm great.
So proud of you, Mama.
Thank you. I'm very proud of you too.
Is it the candy that's helping?
No, I'm not eating candy.
What?
I'm not eating any.
What?
I'm not eating any candy.
Why do I hear a rapper? Lies.
Let's try that again. Come on, Jeremy, keep it stiff. There we go.
I smell the meal that you've been fixing, and I don't worry anymore. And every night we fill our glasses, and when the light will pour some more. I like the sugar like sweet molasses, the taste that we've been working for, laughing in the kitchen. We be dancing on the floor.
Check on our progress.
Snack up progress.
No, I already ate the snack, and I can't show you what it was.
Is that the only reason you guys come out here?
No.
For snacks?
I like
I'll be
guys are
really
yup.
kind and share my M&Ms with you.
What do you
That
say?
used to be your M&Ms. Listen, we're gonna work for 2 more hours, and then we're coming in for family night, family trivia night. Share them. Everybody gets one.
Okay.
See you in 2 hours.
You're not going to move that giant ladder, little lady?
I'm moving the
You're dragging
monstrosity. I'm very strong.
Would you like a hand? Here.
No,
I
I
got
don't
you.
need your
I
help.
got you.
Save your energy for
Be
trivia
that way.
night.
Be stubborn.
You're gonna need your brain power if
For
you're
what?
gonna beat Eli and I.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy work. What are you talking about?
Hold my feet. So my 2 teammates have come out to remind me that we have 2 hours left until it is officially family game night.
You're going down.
I pick all of my teammates based on cuteness, which means I get Eli and Kira. That also means that I have to carry the team. Tonight is trivia night. So the goal is to get the other team's candy that they got on Halloween.
Not going to happen.
We're going to get all the candy, but that means that we only have 2 hours left to get as high as we possibly can on ladders. Hopefully, we will be done with the back wall at that point.
Defeat is imminent, Melissa.
Jerry,
Your defeat.
well, look at you already up here.
Prepared. Ready to go.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my flanges are overlapping.
Ah,
Alright, I get down and then I'll take it.
that's what I was waiting for. You got it. Now you got it. Thank you, Mama.
That's a good candy bar.
What?
Take 2.
What?
I'm gonna win it on tonight's trivia night.
You can have it. I don't know.
It's got pretzels in it,
No.
caramel,
No.
peanut butter. It's got everything in it.
I'm sorry. Caramel.
Have you ever had it?
It's got the city in California in it. Where is it rubbing?
The nub, right
I
there.
did the nub.
Well, the nub is still rubbing. Back down. This is the path that never ends.
No.
It goes on and on, my friend.
Your ladder's gonna mysteriously
People
fall.
started singing on and they've continued
Good?
in song. Yes. Well,
Melissa?
Newbies. This is the task that never ends. Not gonna work. 5 o'clock on the dot, which means no more pieces go up. We're heading inside.
It's also getting dark and freezing cold.
It is really cold.
Freezing cold. So before we head back inside and join the kiddos for family game night, family fun trivia night, we're going to show you guys what it is that we've been working on and what it is that's been keeping us so busy these past few days. And here it all is. If you're wondering what all these boxes and all this mess is doing here in our garage, we'll let Melissa kind of explain what it is that we've been doing.
We spent pretty much all of last week getting 200 backpack stuff. The backpacks, as I've mentioned before, are just gender and age appropriate activities for kiddos as they head into the hospital for long tests or appointments. They get bored in the waiting room. And then everything else is just a collection of gifts and gaming supplies and gift cards and snacks for the hospital and enough stuff to do 30 adoptive families, pediatric cancer families. We're hoping to be able to do all 70 of their families, but right now we're organizing boxes for this first 30 of them. So that's keeping us really busy, but it's absolutely incredible. In the back is all the bikes and wagons. I know that we have at least 15 to 20 more bikes and trikes coming in. So it's just incredible. I mean, you guys came out you showed up for this more than we ever anticipated, and this is just incredible. So it is taking us a little bit of time to get it organized and everything, but we are more than happy to do it, and we love that you guys are being patient with us on that, because I know that it's been a little slow with progress and everything on the house, but this obviously takes priority. So this is what we've been up to, and we just really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for making this possible.
Thank you, guys.
I feel a bit like we're wading around in the middle of the ocean. We've come far enough that we can no longer see the shore, but we haven't made it to where we can see our destination yet. Bobbing around in the middle somewhere, it feels a bit hopeless. This part of the build requires patience and long days on end without that satisfying feeling of completion. Today was a bit of a frustrating day, but then we went inside and we were reminded of what it's all for. Nobody said this was going to be easy or even fun all the time, but it feels right. And ultimately, we know that we're blessed. We are blessed with this opportunity, and we are blessed with our growth. But above all, we're blessed with one another. Because at the end of the day, no matter what kind of day it was, there is nothing better than this.